The Metis Nation as a people evolved out of the initial relations of Indian women and European men on the lands of West Central North America. While the initial offspring of these relations were individuals who possessed mixed Indian and European ancestry, the gradual establishment of distinct Metis communities outside of Indian and European traditions, cultures, and settlements, as well as the subsequent intermarriages, resulted in the genesis of a new indigenous peoples, the Metis, with their own unique culture, traditions, language, way of life, collective consciousness, and nationhood. Indeed, the Metis were trailblazers. They helped settle Canada's West by working the lands, establishing a homeland, and building Metis economic activity during the fur trade of the Western Interior. Cuthbert Grant is remembered as one of the first leaders who helped to lead the charge for the rights of the Metis Nation. At the Battle of Seven Oaks in 1816, it was a defining moment in time. In victory, the infinity flag was raised in recognition of the dawning of a new nation of people. As time evolved, distinct Metis communities developed along the routes of the fur trade and across the Northwest within what is known today as the Metis Nation homeland, which includes the three prairie provinces, Manitoba, Saskatchewan, and Alberta, as well as parts of Ontario, British Columbia, the Northwest Territories, and the northern United States. Metis were the first Indigenous people to form democratically elected governments and organizations, which helped to shape the early political history of a growing nation. It began with the first Metis provisional government led by Louis Riel in Red River, 1869-70, which negotiated the admission of Manitoba into Confederation, and Riel's second provisional government in Saskatchewan, 1885. However, the defeat of the Metis at the Battle of Batoche in 1885 resulted in the arrest and eventual hanging of leader Louis Riel for treason. This drove the Metis movement underground, only to resurface during the Depression, with new Metis associations on the prairies. Today, many of these historic Metis communities continue to exist along rivers and lakes, where forts and posts were once hubs of fur trade activity from Ontario westward. As well, large numbers of Metis citizens now live in major centers within the Metis Nation homeland. However, even with these large urban settings, well-defined Metis communities exist. The Statistics Canada 2011 census reported over 450,000 people self-identified as Metis, resulting in the formation of the largest Indigenous nation in Canada, with nearly 90% located in the western provinces and Ontario.